Hello everybody, welcome back to PastatoreTV. Uh, Thank you for watching my channel. Today I'll be talking about my rainy days Obliterum shuffle. Well, basically this is a short guide on Obliterum shuffle done through jewel crafting and enchanting. It will consist of two parts. First, I'll be just shortly describing how these things work, and I'll be showing you my spreadsheet which analyzes if this shuffle is actually profitable, how profitable it is, and if it can be even more profitable. The second topic I will talk about is the versatile mills from Sapphire Shuffle. So without further ado, let's start with jewel crafting and enchanting, the very popular shuffle. So basically how it works is you get a bunch of fell slate as cheap as you can off the auction house or the trade chat, and you just also you can use laystone, and you just mass obliterate it all. So you outright sell your gem chips, or you keep them for cooking if you have cooking as a secondary profession. You cut your rare gems, or you outsource them to other jewel crafters, and then the uncommon gems you will just use for this shuffle. So basically with this shuffle what you are doing is the lesser quality jewel crafting rings, which cost 2 lesser gem of any color, so blue, purple, orange or yellow, and combine them with 1 lesser green gem, chaotic spinel, and you basically craft a ring. Then you disenchant this ring into 1 Leyline shard, and you then go to auction house or on the trade chat, you purchase the chaos crystals, you craft these bindings of mastery or haste, versatility, any which one you have a rank 3 recipe. Then you go to the Obliterum forge and you basically obliterate them for a huge profit. Well, actually before, in the beginning of the patch, it was a huge profit, but now it's, well, we can say modest profit. It's not bad, it's not the best, but it's a profit. So let me open up my spreadsheet. And I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. So JC spreadsheet. Okay, so let's go. JC spreadsheet. Okay, so this is obviously first page where I monitor my prospecting, and this is actually the jewel crafting and enchanting flip. So in the upper left corner you can see the input area of the sheet, where you put your prices, your realm prices, and then they are translated here into this calculation section. So first let's take a look at a lesser gem cut. So basically lesser gem cut is my name for Essonite, Queen's Opal, Deep Amber and Skystone lesser gems. So normally their prices on the auction house are around 10 gold each. So basically this calculation is taking the average price of all these 4 type of gemstones, because it really doesn't matter which one you obliterate. Once you obliterate them, you are going to get 15.5 gold value, or 1 Obliterum ash. So this is without any RNG, you will always get 1 Obliterum ash. Then actually if we look right here, that's 5.5 gold per 1 lesser gem cut profit. That sums up to 35%. So the next craft we got here is the ring, which we actually use to create our Leyline shards. So rings cost on average 45 gold. Why 45 gold? Well, basically chaotic spinel on my realm goes for 25 gold. This means you can sell it on auction house for 25 gold. Or if you if you are going with a lesser gem cut, you don't need to buy it if you don't have it. So if you have it, you can sell it. If you don't have it, you don't need to buy it if you go for the lesser gem cut. If you go for the ring, however, you need to spend at least 45 gold to craft one, and then it will disenchant into, well, what's your current Layla chart or 3 times Arcana price. If you, however, obliterate this, you are for sure losing, because it obliterates in only 2 ashes. So this means you are using 3 gems and they obliterate into 2 ashes, while in the first case you are using 2 gems and they obliterate into 2 ashes, right? So the profit is less. The ring enchant, to craft this one, we actually need 35 Arcana and we need 4 Chaos Crystals on level 3. So when you obliterate them, you will get 2000 gold and it will be about 30% profit. So this is the price of material outright from the auction house. So these are not our flipped material. This is actually the price of material of the auction house. So this section right here will monitor our flipping materials value. For example, if I put the price on the auction house 70 gold per Arcana, which it was actually a few days ago, then you see the Arcana crafting price, sorry, the ring enchant crafting price directly of the auction house will be 50 gold, let's say 50 gold higher than the flip price. So the flip price will be our preferred way of getting the Obliterum to sell it. However, I've also made a little bit more analytic approach on how much I can get from 35 Arcana, how much value that actually is. So to make or to flip into 35 Arcana, you will need 11.66 rings, of course. And the crafting price of this 11.66 rings based on the auction house price materials is 525 gold. If you disenchant them, you will get, well, let's assume you sell the enchants on the auction house, you will get 595 gold value. If you obliterate them, you will obviously lose, like it was case in the single ring analysis, and then actually you will get 70 gold profit for this 11.66 rings. That's, I can say, negligible. So basically what this means that the majority of your profit that you are making from the ring enchant is actually not coming from this Arcana or from this flip at all. It's coming from the value of Chaos Crystal. Okay, so in case you would just obliterate 23.3 lesser gems, and these lesser gems actually you need to pay less. You don't need to use chaotic spinel, and they obliterate into exactly the same amount of gold as do the rings, but it's a little bit more profitable. And you can see that later in the next example. So in the next example, material price equivalent for one enchant. So what does that mean? For 1445 gold, I can buy 144 lesser gems. If I obliterate them, I will get 2239 gold. So that's actually 200 gold more than I would get from ring enchant. So basically that means that it's kind of worth more investing in lesser gems than investing in chaos crystal. As you can see, the profit of chaos crystal profit of lesser gems appears to be more than profit of the ring enchant. However, this process of lesser gems obliteration will take more time, so it will be definitely more time consuming. So I hope this wraps up what I wanted to say is you guys have to check on your own what's the most profitable way of getting to Obliterum. So let's go to my next topic. So the next topic will be the versatile Maelstrom Shuffle. So as you all know, versatile Maelstrom Sapphire is the worst possible gem that we can get from our prospecting. However, since it's so undesirable and so common, it actually has a really low price. So a few days ago I was investigating how I could utilize my excess Maelstrom Sapphires. So I went on the auction house and I checked the prices, and the prices were kind of low. So you see, I bought out all of those crafted versatile Maelstrom Sapphires from the auction house for 170 gold. And now I'm going to explain to you why. Well, basically, one versatile Maelstrom Sapphire obliterates into 16 ashes. So 16 ashes times 15.5, how much is the price of Obliterum, right? Okay, this is my purchase, my flip. So 15.5 without auction house cut, it's 15.2. So you can see that for one versatile Maelstrom Sapphire, I get back 250 gold value. So that's quite a good profit, especially if you can make a lot of these. Also, they have one good benefit: they all stack and they don't take out too much inventory space. So you can see here that immediately after this, I bought 200 pieces of the auction house. I paid for them 7,800 gold. So then I started shouting out on the trade chat looking for jewel crafter, because naturally I didn't want to waste my Bloods of Sargeras. And actually I found a couple of guys who were willing to craft those Maelstrom Sapphires for as low as 100 gold per blood. So basically what does that mean? Well, I spent 780 gold on raw materials, then I paid 20,000 gold for crafting service, and out of it I got, oh wait a second, let me just calculate it real quickly. So yeah, out of it I got around 50,000 gold. So the profit is like 50%. Actually it's very good, and I would recommend you guys to try to do this on your realms also, because obviously there are some people who don't tend to care too much about the Bloods of Sargeras or about the WoW economy or about auction house, and they just have stacked a lot of Bloods of Sargeras and they're happy to get rid of them even for silly amounts of gold, like what I mentioned before. So uh, that would be all for today's video. This would certainly wrap it up, and due to the prices being as low as they are, I am sure that this video will help somebody to get that extra 100-150 gold for invested material, sorry, for invested gold. And hope you guys liked the video, and if you did, leave a comment. If you didn't, also leave a comment. Give me your suggestions. Let me improve this guide making system. And I see you guys next time. Regards from Pasta.